What's good, everybody? It's your boy 313 J-Mo here with another video, man. And we got the Colts this week, and this Colts game has a lot of Lions fans confident going into the game. Pump the brakes a little bit, but that's what I want to say. But Lions, man, y'all gonna put me to shame this week, or y'all gonna prop me up? Because I'm going out on a limb. The Lions about to whoop that ass. That's how I feel. I feel a lot of people have been talking about a statement game or things of that nature. I don't know if this is a statement game necessarily, because at the end of the day, it's the Colts, and the Colts haven't really played anybody. They have a fluke 4-2 record, but you got to go out and you got to beat the living breaks off of them. When I look at the Colts, I look at a team that's just been going against a lot of run-of-the-mill teams. They beat the Bears, but we should have beat the Bears. But they beat the Bears, but the Bears only scored 11 points. They only scored 19. If they think they beating us in that fashion, they got another thing coming. And my thing with this game is the Colts haven't really seen an offense as high-powered as ours. I don't care what the offensive rankings say. We going into the game versus Atlanta, we was averaging 27 points a game. And we had 23, so I think it's down to like 25 points our average. Like, we 26 in total offense. I could care less about some total offense, because we know what we can do when Darrell Bevell's head is not in his ass. So I'm just looking at our team. They haven't faced a receiver as good as Kenny Golladay yet. Haven't faced T.J. Hockenson, a DeAndre Swift, a Matthew Stafford, because they got the second overall total defense. But I'm like, who have they faced? And when you go look at the teams, you got Joe Burrow carving you up. If Joe Burrow wasn't a rookie, he would have beat y'all. I guarantee you he would have scored more than 27. They lost to Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew carved him up. And to me, I think that was the best receiving core they faced with Gardner Minshew and the Jaguars. I think they were fully loaded at the time. And I remember I spoke highly of the Jaguars on the offense. I did think they had a lot of weapons. But look, I don't care what they did against other teams. I don't care what they did every week. But this one, they have a whole extra bye week to prepare. But if I'm the Colts going into this game, what am I preparing for? Am I preparing to stop Adrian Peterson? Am I preparing to stop Kenny Golladay? Am I preparing to cover DeAndre Swift? What am I doing? But my thing is, we got too many weapons. You're not going to be able to stop everybody. And the thing with Kenny Golladay right now is, what I would say is, he want to get paid, so he on one. Ain't nobody stopping Kenny Golladay right now. They not. One thing is Kenny Golladay himself, and the Lions call a lot of plays to get him open, which is why we pray and we ask to use TJ more, because we know TJ gets open, so we want more plays and more plays and more plays for TJ. But Kenny Golladay gonna get open, so he's gonna do his work. I'm expecting Marvin Jones to eat today. We got Xavier Rhodes. See, I use those quotations because Colts fans think that he's good because of some PFF status. It was some stat said, like, on third down, he's allowed a 0% completion percentage against whoever it is. And I'm like, who is he going against? Like, let that be Marvin Jones. Do I need to remind you what Marvin Jones did to this man? All right, but end of the day, I think we match up a little well with the Colts when I'm thinking about our D-line. So they have Jonathan Taylor. They have a good offensive line. They have a running game that's okay. I don't know the ranking. But I think John Pennicini and Danny Shelton in the middle, they're going to stop any type of run. So any type of run game that they have, they're going to stop it. So I'm not really worried about that run game. At the end of the day, I'm worried about our pass rush. Everson Griffin, we got him, as most people know, I think it's a lateral move. It's an okay move. To me, he's a rotational piece, and we just added a player to our rotational pass rush that isn't Christian Jones. Christian Jones is so garbage. I don't want him on the field. I want him traded away for nothing. So that's what we're doing with that. So the Everson Griffin move, it's okay to me. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at this week, and I think Justin Coleman to be back, maybe Trufant to be back. So we might be going into this game completely healthy, knock on wood a little bit. But when I'm looking at the Lions, just go out there and run the football, and you'll win. We tried to run the football against Atlanta. It didn't really work that much, but we all know what Darrell Bevell was on some other stuff. But Adrian Peterson hasn't had a good game in like 3 games, so this is the game where I think we actually going to use him, because he's going to be a beast today. Like, he's due for a good game, like Matthew Stafford was due. And I think Matthew Stafford, the stuff he was doing in that last game, like, if you go back and watch the tape, I mean, he was playing quarterback completely differently. It looked like the old Stafford. Maybe it was because he was in the state of Georgia, but like if you go to his first pass, he pump faked. Like he was pump faking all night. I mean, even the play that we scored on, he pump faked before he held the ball down and tucked it and ran. Like he was pump faking and he was doing all this extra stuff. His pocket presence was amazing. Stafford, I need that same energy for the rest of the entire season. I need that same energy from you. But I just want to say, Lions fans, man, never too low, never too high. But I do think the Lions should win this game. I want to say, we gonna run up the score, but I think they win by 7 or 10 points. But I think we definitely scoring 30 plus. And I think somebody gonna come alive that we've been sleeping on this game. For the Detroit Lions, and I'm hoping it's Stafford again because we want him to get in that rhythm. Because if Stafford is in that rhythm, yeah, you can't do nothing about you can't do nothing about it. So I think this Colts team, they haven't faced a team that's battle tested like us. You talking about battle tested? Well, I'm just talking about resiliency, like not folding and making plays in the big moment when your season is about to end. Lions have been doing that all year. And I think Phillip Rivers has had 7 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, noodle arm. Like, come on, man. We know Phillip Rivers going to give us one. I told y'all last year Phillip Rivers was going to give us one. And to me, that Chargers team, especially offensively, and I would say maybe defensively, maybe not by ranking, but by players. I think Derwin James was out a lot. But they had Bosa and Melvin Ingram. When you talk about the players, not the rankings, the players, he was on a better, that Chargers team was better. I mean, you see the Chargers are doing okay just with Herbert, a rookie quarterback. So when I'm looking at that, this Colts team, it's all right, but they don't have Keenan Allen. You know what I'm saying? Their receivers are solid. T.Y. Hilton, Pascal, and they have another receiver. I can't think of his name right now, but he's a pretty solid receiver. So, no, I think their receiving core is solid, but it's not like over the top great. So the Lions just have to go in there and you go at home and handle business, because I don't like the fact that all of our wins are on the road. I think this is the game. Lions go handle business. To me, it might be similar to the Jaguar games where we go out and dominate. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't want another nail biter. I mean, them nail biters, they get to, Stafford come save us type of thing. I don't want that. I don't want this to be like 2016 where Stafford had to have 8 comebacks so we can make the playoffs. I want the team to be a little bit better than that. And when I'm looking at a lot of matchups, Darius Leonard, and I think there was some things about him being out, but I think he'll play. Darius Leonard and TJ Hawkinson, a huge matchup. I can't remember the corner name. It's like Black something or something like that. But they got a really good corner they gonna put on Kenny Golladay. So Kenny Golladay gonna have to torch him. And they have and then they still got Rose, but the Rose gonna be open if Marvin Jones on him. But they got him too. The defense, I don't want to say it's a little bit overrated. But I still think it's definitely a solid defense that could give us some trouble because they got DeForest Buckner rushing the passer. To me, the biggest key in this game is if our O-line protects Stafford. If our O-line protects Stafford for 75% of the game, we gonna win because our skill position players are better than all of their defensive players when it comes to like defensive backs. Like I'm taking Kenny Golladay over almost any defensive back right now. So I'm taking Marvin Jones over Rose. I'm taking TJ Hawkinson over Leonard in coverage. As great as Leonard is, that boy is great. But I'm taking our skill position players if we're protecting the passer. DeForest Buckner is a monster and he's coming to eat. He hungry. He done had a whole bye week. He's starving. But you ain't gonna get to Stafford. But we'll see what happens in this game. I think the Lions will actually win this game. And if they don't, like I said, y'all always know. If they don't, Patricia's out of here. So we'll see what happens, man. Just build off this win and go show us that you a team that's really trying to contend for the playoffs. It's your boy 313 J Mo. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Lions, I got one thing to you. Make sure you pay Kenny Golladay, you stupid idiots. Because when he go out and he ball this week, it's going to get worse and worse and the price is going to keep going up higher and higher. You pay Kenny Golladay, you get rid of some players, you can move money. Pay this man, please. Because it's like he getting better every week. Pay him. But it's your boy 313 J Mo. Let me know what you think about this game.